What is going on? I don't know if you can tell where we are. This is going to be a class episode. The last time we took on Montenevera, the ghost gym. And I realized I haven't been here at all, actually, throughout the game, other than the initial trip into the school. So we're going to take care of as many classes as I can do today. Because I want to say it would be 6 classes. We're going to try and get through as many as we can today as quickly as possible. Let's begin soon. Don't be tardy. But I haven't done any of them. I figured it would be time to do just a specific scholarly school episode. Hello. My name is Jacques. I'll be your Pokemon teacher. In my class, we all learn about the various quirks of our beloved Pokemon together. I hope you all come to love Pokemon even more from the things you learn here. In today's class, I'll teach you a great way to get to know Pokemon in more depth. If you'd like to become better friends with your Pokemon, you can let them out. You can let them come out of your Pokeball and walk around with you. That's great, yeah? You can use the CR button to throw a Pokeball and let out the Pokemon inside. Nothing cuter than watching your Pokemon run around underfoot, if you ask me. Once you let your Pokemon out, try speaking to them. They're sure to respond in some way. It's a great way to get to know them better. However, letting your Pokemon out of its ball isn't such a great idea in some locations. Can anyone tell me where it is that you shouldn't have your Pokemon walk along with you? In buildings. That is great, y'all. I see you did your homework. The correct answer is that we should not walk with our Pokemon indoors. How about that? Some Pokemon might damage walls, desks, and other things. Walking around inside buildings. So he's not allowed, regardless of the species. Asterisk the ones that are hanging out in the cafeteria. Therefore, please, only let your Pokemon out of their Pokeballs while outdoors, okay? I think I see them out and about in classrooms from time to time, but still. Anyway, you may become even closer friends with your Pokemon pals by walking together. Oh, I almost forgot. Keep in mind that you can only walk together with your lead Pokemon. Remember, use the CR ball to throw a Pokeball. To throw a ball and let out the Pokemon inside. You also want to remember that throwing a ball at a wild Pokemon will start a battle. It looks like that is all the time we have for today. See you all in next class. Well, that was rather simple. If they're all that fast, this isn't going to be too long of an episode. I was actually worried this was going to take a while. Good afternoon, Master Y'all. What class would you like to take today? You'd like biology with Mr. Jacques? Yes. Class will begin soon. Don't be tardy. Yeah, if they're all that quick, this is not going to be too bad. I recall this taking a lot longer last time. Hello. I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. Did you all try using the CR button to let your Pokemon out as I taught you in our class? Walking along with your Pokemon lets you see how unique and cute they all are. I also highly recommend picnics, or would you want to spend some quality time together with the Pokemon in your party. You can get them all around the table to make sandwiches and play. It's really a lot of fun. If you want to learn more about making food, Mr. Saguro's class is the best place to go. Now, sometimes while you're enjoying a picnic with your Pokemon, you may find something very, very important in the basket next to your table. This very important something is what Pokemon are born from. Let's all say it together. Whew, You all got it right. It's a very important something I'm talking about is a Pokemon egg. It's not clear where these Pokemon eggs come from, but they're probably placed in the basket rather stealthily by the Pokemon at the picnic. Walking around with the egg will help warm it, which allows it to hatch. Eggs won't warm up by sitting in boxes though. You need to have them in your party. And here's one more super important thing I'd like you to remember about eggs. Pokemon entrust us with these eggs because they believe in us. So I sure would be happy to see you all being responsible parents for your little Pokemon eggs. Oops, my most important part came right as the bell rang. So see you all next time, I guess. Hopefully. If they have a substitute, I shall be rather disappointed. What class? I want to take Biology 3. Is Monsieur Jacques. Class will begin shortly. Back again, all within 5 minutes. Hello. I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. I seem to remember teaching you all about the importance of Pokemon eggs in our last class together. On that note, is everyone using their Pokédex? It registers Pokemon born from eggs as well as those encountered via other methods. Don't you worry about that. And just so you know, I am the one who developed the Pokemon app. It was way before I started teaching here at the academy though. Back then, I was a researcher. In fact, Director Clavel wasn't working in education at that time either. He was researching alongside me at the same facility. We got to research Pokemon together day in and day out. Those sure were some fun times. I got yelled at all the time though. Wait a second, how did I get onto this? Pretty sure I was talking about the Pokédex. Anyway, today I'd like to teach you about catching the Pokemon. You all know a great way to catch a Pokemon more easily is to first lower its HP. But there is another way to up your chances of a successful catch. Can you guess what it is? It's a status, I believe. Wow, that is a great job. The correct technique for making Pokemon easier to catch is to inflict them with a status condition. Sleep is especially effective status condition. It makes Pokemon drastically easier to catch. If you have a Pokemon that can use moves that put opponents to sleep, like Sleep Powder or Hypnosis, filling up your Pokédex will be a cinch. There are other ways to improve your catch rate as well, like using Pokeballs specifically designed to be effective against certain Pokemon. Eating food that gives you catching power works too, or sneaking up on a Pokemon from behind to catch them by surprise when you start a battle. If you're having trouble, you may want to make the rounds to the gyms to get gym badges. Earning gym badges will make it easier to catch Pokemon of higher and higher levels. I don't actually know how that corresponds exactly. Maybe it's just like a hidden experience thing. I don't know. Please do come show me your Pokédexes once they start to fill up. Another day, another enjoyable class. Oh yeah, don't forget, our next class will be a test. Just a midterm. 3 midterm, 6 final. Something like that. I don't think there's anything after the 8th. I don't think there's anything after the 8th gym. I don't think. It could be. I could be completely and utterly wrong. It's merely a assumption. Hello everyone. Today is our midterm exam. It was good to fill in all those empty spaces on the answer sheet, doesn't it? Please take your time and contemplate each question carefully. What would you use to let a Pokemon out of its ball so that it can walk alongside you? combine one letter and one number below to correctly say when and where Pokemon eggs are found. Which of the following is an effective way to warm up eggs? That's simple. It's just walking around. What will not make Pokemon easier to catch? I don't think we can actually give them berries in this one. Because if it's Let's Go, then berries is the thing that actually technically works. What will make it easier to catch Pokemon of higher and higher levels? Certifications. This question won't affect your grade. How do you like the Pokedex? Is it easy to use? I'd be happy to hear honest opinions. Alright, everyone, time is up. I hope you all enjoyed tackling those questions today. If the last question was something that I'm personally curious to know, don't tell the director about it, okay? I'll grade these right away. I hope you're all looking forward to see how well you did. I do believe I did fine. Unless I'm completely wrong. And it's just one of those assumptions where I think I did good and then failed epically. Let's get 3 questions correct to pass the midterm exams and 4 questions correct to pass the final exams. Let's see how you did in your biology test. You answered 5 out of 5 questions correctly. Okay, so I did just fine. Mr. Jacques asked us to give this reward to any students who pass the exam. Ooh. I'll take those all day long. Even though they're not very good, but I will take them all day long. Moving on to math with Miss Time. Miss Time. Yeah, she's the Ghost Jim's sister.
Hello everyone. Nice to meet you. My name is Time, and I will be your math teacher. Sorry to put you all on the spot at the start of class, but let me ask you a quick question. Do you enjoy numbers, arithmetic, and the like?
Ordo. I don't know.
Oh, thank you for your honest responses. Some of you may like numbers, and some may not. I think that makes a wonderful mix. But no matter your opinion on math, I hope you find yourselves enjoying our lessons together. I'll do my best to find a good way to match up your interest with all types of math lessons. Speaking of which, are you all caught up on your studies of Pokemon type matchups? For example, grass is strong against water and water is strong against fire, correct? Y'all, you seem to be good with Pokemon, so let me ask you this. Bearing in mind that water is strong against fire, if the move Water Gun hits a fire-type Pokemon, what becomes of the move's damage? That is correct. I knew I could count on you for this question, y'all. Using moves of a type that your opponent is weak to is a super effective tactic. It multiplies the damage of those moves by 2. On the other hand, using moves of a type that your opponent is resistant to isn't very effective. It divides the damage of your moves by 2. I don't mean to encroach on Miss Dendra's battle studies territory, of course, but I thought it's best to use a lively topic as an example. That can make math fun, even for those of you who don't think much of the subject, don't you think? Oh my, is that the bell? I suppose that's all for now. What a shame. I'm looking forward to seeing you all in the next class. I hope you're looking forward to it too.
That is a hard voice to do for me. That is a whole tone change. Let's take math number 2. I think we'll go to the midterms for each one and then finish the gyms and then come back. That's what I'm kind of thinking. It seems to be the proper way to go.
Hello, everyone. Fun class today. Tell me, do you all enjoy shopping? Buying tasty bread or choosing new clothes? Even just window shopping is so much fun. In today's class, I'd like to use shopping, one of my own favorite hobbies, mind you, to teach you all about math. I'm sure everyone has visited a Pokemon at least once. They sell all sorts of Pokemon items. Pokeballs are one of the many useful items you can find there. They cost 200 Pokédollars each. Now then, I'd like you all to do some thinking with me here. One Pokeball is 200 Pokédollars. If you had 2,000 and bought as many Pokeballs as you could afford, how many would you receive? 2,000.
2000. Yeah, it's 11. Because you get the premiere. Go.
That was...
However, if you purchase 10 or more of any one type of ball, you also receive one Premier Ball and Special White Ball as a bonus. So the correct answer is in fact 11.
So, I was right. I just clicked too far. Fine.
Sure is nice to get a little bonus like that on a shopping trip, isn't it? Oh my, is that the bell? I suppose that's all for now. What a shame. I'm looking forward to seeing you all in the next class. I hope you're looking forward to it, too.
I don't think it affected me at all. I think it's the midterm that really matters. But that bugs the perfectionist in me. Let's do math 3. Yes. That is like overly bothering me.
Hello everyone. Let's have a fun class today. Tell me, do you all enjoy fortune telling, horoscopes, and the like? I think it feels great to read your horoscope and see what it says. Good luck. And see that it says good luck is coming your way. So today, I'd like to teach you all math while focusing on the topic of luck. Perhaps have you seen the following phrase crop up during Pokemon battles? A critical hit. When a Pokemon's attack lands as a critical attack, the damage it deals is increased by half. In other words, it does 1.5 times as much damage as it normally would. It's truly luck that determines whether a Pokemon lands a critical hit or has one landed on it. This can cause a great upset in battle. Does anyone know what % chance a Pokemon has of landing a critical hit?
I want to say it's 4%. Because the crit hit item doubles it to 8. And Slash and Shadow Claw have a base 8% chance because it's more likely. So I'm going to go with 4.
That is correct. Well done. The chance of landing a critical hit is said to be 1 in 24, which figures to roughly 4.17%. The odds are more favorable for certain moves though. Y moves such as Stone Edge and Shadow Claw have about a 12% chance.
Oh, so I was off. Wow. I thought it only went up by like a doubled percentage wise. And then with the crit item, it adds another 4% on top of it. I don't know. I could add whatever. I'll have to look into that.
You can also use a move called Focus Energy, or an item known as a Dire Hit. both raise the critical hit ratio by 2 stages. That's a 50% chance to land a critical hit. It feels great to land a critical hit, but perhaps not so great to be struck by one. There is a surprising amount of mathematical probability hidden in Pokemon battles. If you are able to do the calculations that swing luck in your favor, it may open the door for more strategic choices for you during the battle. Oh my, is that the bell again? I suppose that's all for now. What a shame. Next class will be our fun midterm exam. I hope you'll all be looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mapped that out completely wrong, I guess. Or they changed it. Alright, let's do this midterm. What happened? Oh, I hit the left button, that's why. Oops. Alrighty.
Alright everyone, time to begin our midterm exam. I'm sure the fun experiences you all had in my class will serve you well as you answer. How much damage does Water Gun do when it hits a Fire-type Pokemon? How much damage does Razor Leaf do when it hits a Fire-type Pokemon? If you spent 2,000 on as many 200 Pokeballs as possible, how many would you get? What percent chance does a Pokemon usually have to land a critical hit? How much damage does a move deal when it lands a critical hit? Alright everyone, time's up. Put your hands on your laps now. You were all concentrating so hard, I can't wait to see how you did. You go and ask for your scores at the front desk, and then take a nice break.
It's frustrating. The only one I missed, I didn't actually miss. So, meh. 5 more candies. Do they all give candies? How many classes in total are there? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. All right. Miss Ryford.
Oh. I see we have some new students here with us today. My name is Ryford. I will be the one to impart knowledge of the past to your little minds. History is a wonderful thing. Truly splendid. The lives of our ancestors throughout history forged the path to the present in which we live. Today, you shall learn about the most mysterious locations in all of Paldea. The Great Crater. As you are all aware, a massive crater, known as the Great Crater of Paldea, exists in the heart of our region. The area inside this crater is called Area Zero, and research of its geological strata and material composition has shown that the crater is in fact over 1 million years old. It was long believed that a certain something rested at the bottom of this mysterious crater. Ah, perfect timing to make eye contact, young y'all. Answer me this. What exactly was believed to rest in the depths of the Great Crater inside Area Zero?
That is correct. You are a surprisingly clever one, aren't you? I see you did your homework prior to coming to class. That's right. Some believe that a treasure more valuable than anything else in this world rested in the depths of the Great Crater. So much for dreams of treasure hunting, though, as a lab has been built in those very same depths. Oh, before I forget, you would all do well to remember that the Great Crater and Area Zero are both off limits to all those who have off limits to all those but those who have official business there. Do not dare entertain the foolish notions of gallivanting off to Area Zero in search of riches. It is no place for children dreaming of treasure and adventure. Besides, if it were at all possible to investigate the area, I would surely be the first to do so. Ha ha ha. Is that the time already? I must have gotten swept up in filling your minds with knowledge. This ends today's lessons. We will unravel more of history's enigmas together next time.
Time for history class number 2. Class will begin shortly. Don't be tardy.
Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday, it is now part of history. Today we will continue to unravel the marvels that history has presented to us. About 2,000 years ago, this region came under the rule of the Paldean Empire. History accounts describe the Paldean Emperor as being quite a dictator. The Emperor also zealously believed the legend of the treasure that rests deep within Area Zero.
You know what I just realized? The back of the board, the very center of it, is Legends Arceus. They're giving us the timeline now, kind of, with not so easily depictable stuff underneath it. I don't know if it's readable, but that's interesting.
I must mention that the civilizations of our ancestors were not as developed as ours is today. People back then were far more likely to believe in mysterious legends, magics, and the beings beyond human comprehension. In an attempt to gain the power to stand against Paldea's neighboring countries, the Emperor sent people in droves to join the hunt for the fabled treasure of Area Zero. Perfect timing to make eye contact, young. Answer me this. Approximately how many years ago was it that the Paldean Emperor began to rule this region? That is correct. You are surprisingly clever, aren't you? I see you're listening intently to my lecture. The answer is about 2,000 years ago. That is when the great era of exploration began. However, it is said that not a single adventurer sent out by the Emperor ever reached the depths of Area Zero. Was it the punishing journey itself that barred their way? Or perhaps some unknown creature? The resounding failure of this great era of exploration almost certainly heightened the air of mystery surrounding the crater. Oh, what I wouldn't give to explore Area Zero in its untouched state at that time. I suppose I can only hope for the swift invention of a time machine. Is that the time already? I must have gotten swept up filling your minds with knowledge. This ends today's lesson. We will unravel more of history's enigmas together next time.
But yeah, that was what is his name? Lavender? I don't remember the professor's name from Arceus. History level 3. Class will begin soon.
Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday is now a part of history. Today we'll continue to unravel the marvels that history has presented to us. As you should remember from our last class, Area Zero's great area of exploration began about 2,000 years ago. This era lasted for approximately 1,000 years, but not a single soul was able to venture all the way to the deepest reaches of Area Zero. Having poured much of its human and financial resources into the exploration of Area Zero for so long, the Paldean Empire fell into decline. 200 years later, or 800 years ago, the Empire and its surrounding nations united into one entity. This was the formation of Paldea as we know it today. Ah yes, this very academy where you're now filling your young minds with knowledge was once apparently established at that time. In fact, this school building, though certainly having undergone repairs through the years, is just as it was when it was built so long ago. This very structure is a piece of history. Ah, the things of old are truly splendid. I would certainly prefer it not to have the Pokeball portion though. A relatively new addition. Haha, caught you again, Master Enal. Just caught you last night. Let's see if you've been listening to my lecture this time. Tell me, approximately how many years ago was this academy of ours established? Correct. I see the look of concentration on your face was indeed just that. I hate nothing more than when a student only pretends to listen. This academy was constructed exactly 805 years ago, to be precise. In other words, your academy here is 105 years old. At that time, it offered state-of-the-art facilities and a uniquely innovative curriculum. As such, people used to say, those seeking knowledge need look no further than the oranges of Paldea. That's right, they were referring to Naranha Academy. It is said that this proverb of sorts was even used outside of the Paldea region. It's that time already. I must have gotten swept up with filling your minds with knowledge once again. This ends today's lesson. Our next class will be our midterm exam.
How come it's never been heard of then in any of the other regions that we've ever explored? There must be many, many more. The ability of splendid amount of things to do is absolutely bonkers that Game Freak can apply, because they're implying a lot, but Paldea has never even been spoken of in any of the other regions, or really even hinted of, in my opinion, that I've noticed. So interesting.
Greetings, my little students. It is time for our midterm examination. Summon your historical knowledge from the dark resources of your mind and answer the questions. What is the name of the geological formation in the center of the Paldea region? What was long believed to rest in the depths of Area Zero? How many years ago did the Paldean Empire begin to rule this region? How many years ago was this academy built? Those seeking blank need look no further than the oranges of Paldea. Your time is up. Put your writing utensils down. That last question was a freebie. Even the least capable of you surely patted your score there.
I sincerely hope you did anyway. So ends our midterm examination. You may ask for your scrolls at the front desk.
Get the hell out of my office. At least that's what that definitely seems like. What did I get? I honestly thought I got the 2000 question wrong. Either the 2000 or the 805. More candies. Keep doing your best. Yep. We've got 4 more classes. Salvatore. Class will begin soon.